In a far-off galaxy, the remnants of an ancient fleet drift aimlessly through the vastness of space. The wreckage, once a symbol of power and advanced technology, now lies in ruins, scattered across the cosmos. As various alien species come across these relics, they can't help but scoff at the seemingly primitive designs and outdated systems. One such alien, a young Zorgian explorer named Zax, stumbles upon a particularly large piece of the ancient fleet. As he navigates his small spacecraft around the hulking mass of metal, he can't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all. How could anyone have thought this was advanced? He mutters to himself, shaking his head in disbelief. Little does Zax know that he's not alone in his curiosity. On the other side of the galaxy, a human explorer named Captain Ilara Vance is also investigating the ancient fleet. Unlike Zax, however, Ilara sees something more than just a bunch of outdated technology. She sees a mystery waiting to be unraveled. As Ilara and her crew approach the wreckage, they can't help but be struck by the sheer size and scale of the fleet. It must have taken an incredible amount of resources and manpower to build something like this. Ilara muses, her eyes wide with wonder. But as they draw closer, they realize that the fleet is in even worse shape than they initially thought. Many of the ships are barely recognizable, their hulls twisted and warped beyond recognition. Others are little more than floating piles of debris, held together by the barest of margins. Despite the state of the fleet, Ilara is determined to learn more. She orders her crew to begin a thorough investigation of the wreckage, hoping to find some clue as to who built it and why. As they work, Ilara can't shake the feeling that there's something special about this fleet. The technology, while outdated by modern standards, is still incredibly advanced for its time. And the sheer scale of the fleet suggests that it was built for a purpose, though what that purpose might be remains a mystery. Days turn into weeks as Ilara and her crew continue their investigation. They pore over every inch of the wreckage, searching for any clue that might shed light on the fleet's origins. But despite their best efforts, they come up empty-handed. Just as Ilara is about to give up hope, however, they make a startling discovery. Hidden deep within the bowels of one of the ships, they find a small, unassuming device. At first glance, it appears to be nothing more than a simple data storage unit. But as they begin to analyze its contents, they realize that they've stumbled upon something incredible. The device contains a treasure trove of information about the ancient fleet and its creators. As Ilara and her crew sift through the data, they learn that the fleet was built by none other than humans, the very same species that Ilara herself belongs to. But this revelation only raises more questions than it answers. Why would humans have built such an advanced fleet, only to abandon it in the depths of space? And what could have happened to them that would have left their technology scattered across the galaxy? As Ilara ponders these questions, she knows that she's stumbled upon a mystery that will take all of her skills and resources to unravel. But she's determined to see it through, no matter where it might lead her. Little does she know that the answers she seeks will lead her on an adventure that will change the course of her life and the fate of the galaxy forever. For the ancient fleet is more than just a relic of a bygone era. It's a testament to the ingenuity and determination of the human spirit, and a reminder that even the most advanced technology is nothing without the courage and vision to use it. Captain Ilara Vance's discovery of the human-built ancient fleet has only intensified her desire to uncover the truth behind its existence. She becomes increasingly focused on her research, poring over the data stored in the small device found within the wreckage. Each new piece of information brings her closer to understanding the fleet's purpose and the fate of its creators. As Ilara delves deeper into the mystery, she can't help but be impressed by the advanced technology used in the fleet's construction. The ship's propulsion systems, weapons, and defensive capabilities are far beyond anything she has encountered before. It's clear that the humans who built this fleet were incredibly skilled engineers and scientists. Intrigued by the fleet's advanced technology, Ilara decides to share her findings with a trusted colleague, Dr. Liam Ruksh. Liam, A brilliant scientist with a keen interest in ancient civilizations is immediately captivated by Ilara's discovery. Together, they begin to analyze the data in greater detail, hoping to uncover more clues about the fleet's origins. As they work, Ilara and Liam start to piece together a clearer picture of the humans who built the fleet. They learn that these ancient humans were part of a highly advanced civilization that had mastered interstellar travel and had colonized multiple worlds. The fleet, it seems, was a crucial part of their expansion efforts. However, the more they learn about the fleet's creators, the more questions arise. What had happened to this advanced human civilization? Why had they abandoned their fleet in the depths of space? And why had they seemingly vanished without a trace? Determined to find answers, Ilara and Liam decide to take a closer look at some of the fleet's most intact ships. As they explore the ancient vessels, they are struck by the level of detail and craftsmanship that went into their construction. Every aspect of the ships, from the sleek hull designs to the intricate control panels, speaks to the skill and dedication of their creators. But as they delve deeper into the ship's inner workings, they make a startling discovery. Many of the ship's systems appear to have been deliberately sabotaged, as if someone had tried to prevent them from ever being used again. This revelation only adds to the mystery surrounding the fleet's abandonment. Ilara and Liam are left with even more questions than before. Who had sabotaged the ships, and why? Was it the fleet's creators themselves, or some outside force? And what could have driven them to abandon such a powerful and advanced fleet? As they ponder these questions, Ilara and Liam realize that they need more information. They decide to search the fleet's wreckage for any additional data storage devices or artifacts that might shed light on the mystery. After days of searching, they finally stumble upon a promising lead. Hidden within the wreckage of one of the largest ships, they find a small, heavily damaged data core. With careful work, they manage to extract some of the data stored within. To their amazement, the data core contains a series of log entries from the fleet's final days. As they read through the entries, they learn that the fleet was built for a specific purpose: to defend against a terrible enemy that threatened the very existence of the human civilization. The log entries paint a picture of a desperate struggle against an overwhelming foe. The humans had poured all of their resources into building the fleet, hoping that it would be enough to turn the tide of the war. But as the enemy grew stronger and more relentless, the humans began to realize that even their most advanced technology might not be enough to save them. Ilara and Liam are left with a sense of awe and sorrow as they contemplate the fate of the fleet's creators. They can only imagine the bravery and determination it must have taken to face such a terrible enemy, knowing that the odds were stacked against them. But even as they mourn the loss of this ancient human civilization, they can't help but be inspired by their legacy. The fleet, even in its ruined state, stands as a testament to the incredible feats that humans are capable of when they work together toward a common goal. As Ilara and Liam continue their research, they know that they have only scratched the surface of the mystery surrounding the ancient fleet, but they are determined to uncover the truth, no matter where it might lead them. For they know that the secrets of the past hold the key to understanding the present and shaping the future. As Ilara and Liam delve deeper into the history of the ancient fleet, they uncover more and more evidence that points to its human origins. The technology, the design, and the sheer scale of the ships all bear the hallmarks of human ingenuity and determination. Through their research, they learned that the fleet was built during a time of great upheaval for the human civilization. Faced with an enemy that threatened to destroy everything they had built, the humans had pooled their resources and knowledge to create a fleet of ships that could stand against any foe. The logs and data cores that Ilara and Liam have uncovered paint a vivid picture of the fleet's construction. Thousands of humans had worked tirelessly to build the ships, pouring their hearts and souls into every rivet and circuit. They had pushed the boundaries of what was possible, creating ships that were faster, stronger, and more advanced than anything that had come before. But the fleet was more than just a technological marvel. It was a symbol of hope and unity for the human civilization. In the face of an overwhelming enemy, the fleet represented the best of what humanity could achieve when they worked together. As Ilara and Liam continue to study the fleet, they begin to piece together the story of its final days. They learn that the enemy the humans had been fighting was a race of alien beings known as the Zorgans. The Zorgans were a ruthless and technologically advanced species that had set out to conquer the galaxy, and the humans were one of the few races that had dared to stand against them. The fleet had been the humans' last line of defense against the Zorgans. In a series of massive battles, the fleet had fought bravely against the enemy, using every weapon and tactic at their disposal. The humans had fought with courage and determination, knowing that the fate of their entire civilization rested on their shoulders. But despite their best efforts, the humans had been unable to defeat the Zorgans. The enemy had been too numerous, too advanced, and too ruthless. In the end, the fleet had been forced to retreat, leaving behind a trail of destruction and sorrow in its wake. As Ilara and Liam learn more about the fleet's final days, they can't help but be moved by the bravery and sacrifice of the humans who had fought and died to protect their civilization. They had given everything they had, and in the end, it still hadn't been enough. But even in defeat, the fleet had left behind a legacy that would endure for centuries. The technology and knowledge that had gone into its construction would be studied and admired by generations of scientists and engineers, and the courage and determination of its creators would inspire countless others to stand up against tyranny and oppression, no matter the cost. As Ilara and Liam contemplate the fleet's legacy, they can't help but feel a sense of awe and humility. They know that they are standing on the shoulders of giants, and that the work they are doing is a continuation of the great human tradition of exploration and discovery. But even as they marvel at the fleet's history, they know that their work is far from over. The mystery of what happened to the fleet's creators still looms large, and they are determined to find answers. As they continue their research, Ilara and Liam begin to uncover tantalizing clues about the fate of the human civilization. They find references to a great exodus, a mass migration of humans to a distant corner of the galaxy. They learn of a secret base, hidden away from prying eyes, where the last remnants of humanity had made their stand against the Zorgans. But the more they learn, the more questions they have. What had happened to the humans who had fled to the secret base? Had they survived the Zorgan onslaught, or had they too been wiped out? And if they had survived, where were they now? As Ilara and Liam ponder these questions, they know that they are on the cusp of a great discovery. The fate of the ancient human civilization hangs in the balance, and they are determined to uncover the truth, no matter where it might lead them. For they know that the past holds the key to understanding the present, and that the legacy of the ancient fleet is a reminder of the incredible feats that humans are capable of when they work together towards a common goal. And as they continue their journey of discovery, they can't help but feel a sense of excitement and purpose, knowing that they are part of something greater than themselves. As Ilara and Liam continue their investigation into the ancient fleet, they uncover more and more evidence that points to a sinister purpose behind its construction. The advanced weaponry, the heavily armored hulls, and the sheer size of the ships all suggest that the fleet was built for one reason, and one reason only: war. But who were the humans fighting against, and why? The answer to that question lies buried deep within the fleet's data cores, and Ilara and Liam are determined to find it. As they sift through the data, they begin to piece together a chilling picture of the enemy the humans were facing. The Zorgans, it turns out, were not just a rival civilization, but a species bent on total domination of the galaxy. They had swept through the stars like a plague, conquering and enslaving every race they encountered. The humans, however, had refused to go quietly into the night. They had fought back against the Zorgans with everything they had, pouring all of their resources and knowledge into the construction of the ancient fleet. The fleet had been their last hope, their final stand against an enemy that seemed unstoppable. And for a time, it had worked. The humans had used the fleet to push back against the Zorgans, winning victory after victory in a series of epic battles that had shaken the galaxy to its core. But the Zorgans were nothing if not relentless. They had kept coming, wave after wave, until even the mighty fleet had begun to buckle under the strain. In the end, the humans had been forced to make a terrible choice: to abandon the fleet and flee to the far reaches of the galaxy, or to stand and fight, knowing that they would almost certainly be destroyed. The data cores reveal that the humans had chosen the latter. They had made their stand on a remote planet, far from the prying eyes of the Zorgans. There, they had fought to the last, using every weapon and tactic at their disposal to hold back the enemy for as long as possible. But in the end, it hadn't been enough. The Zorgans had overrun the planet, wiping out the last remnants of the human civilization in a final devastating assault. The fleet, once the pride of humanity, had been left to drift among the stars, a silent testament to the bravery and sacrifice of its creators. As Ilara and Liam contemplate the fate of the humans, they can't help but feel a sense of sorrow and loss. The ancient fleet had been a marvel of engineering and technology, a symbol of everything that humanity was capable of. But in the end, even it hadn't been enough to save them from the Zorgans. But even as they mourn the loss of the humans, Ilara and Liam can't shake the feeling that there is more to the story than meets the eye. The data cores contain tantalizing hints of a secret weapon, a last-ditch effort by the humans to turn the tide of the war. But the details are frustratingly vague, and Ilara and Liam know that they will need to dig deeper if they hope to uncover the truth. As they continue their investigation, they begin to notice strange anomalies in the data. There are gaps and inconsistencies that don't add up, as if someone had deliberately tampered with the records. And then there are the strange energy readings coming from the fleet itself, readings that suggest that the ships are not as dead as they appear. Ilara and Liam know that they are on the verge of a breakthrough, but they also know that they are running out of time. The Zorgans, it seems, are not content to let the ancient fleet remain a mystery. They too have begun to take an interest in the ships, and Ilara and Liam know that it is only a matter of time before they make their move. As they race against the clock to uncover the secrets of the fleet, Ilara and Liam can't help but feel a sense of destiny. They know that they are part of something much larger than themselves, a story that has been unfolding for centuries. And they know that the fate of the galaxy itself may rest on their shoulders. For the ancient fleet is more than just a collection of ships. It is a symbol of hope and defiance, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a chance for victory. And as Ilara and Liam stand on the brink of a great discovery, they know that they will stop at nothing to uncover the truth and bring the legacy of the humans to light once more. As Ilara and Liam continue to delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the ancient fleet, they find themselves racing against time. The Zorgans, ever vigilant in their quest for domination, have taken notice of the human explorers' interest in the long-abandoned ships. It becomes clear that the alien race will stop at nothing to prevent the secrets of the fleet from being uncovered. Undeterred by the looming threat, Ilara and Liam press on with their investigation. They scour every inch of the ships, searching for any clues that might shed light on the fate of the humans who built them. The more they uncover, the more they realize that the fleet's true purpose was far more complex than they had initially believed. The data cores reveal that the humans had not only been fighting against the Zorgans, but also racing to unlock the secrets of an ancient alien technology. This technology, known as the Nexus, was rumored to possess the power to alter the very fabric of space and time. The humans believed that if they could harness the Nexus, they would be able to turn the tide of the war and secure their survival. Ilara and Liam's hearts race as they uncover more information about the Nexus. The data suggests that the humans have been close to unlocking its secrets, but the final pieces of the puzzle remain elusive. The explorers realize that they must find a way to complete the work that the humans had started if they hope to uncover the true potential of the ancient fleet. As they search for answers, Ilara and Liam begin to notice strange occurrences aboard the ships: equipment malfunction, unexplained power surges, and ghostly apparitions all hint at a presence that should not be there. They soon realize that they are not alone in their pursuit of the fleet's secrets. The Zorgans, it seems, have already infiltrated the ships and are working to sabotage Ilara and Liam's efforts. The explorers find themselves engaged in a desperate race against their alien adversaries, knowing that the fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance. Despite the dangers, Ilara and Liam refuse to give up. They push themselves to the brink of exhaustion, working tirelessly to unravel the mysteries of the Nexus and the ancient fleet. They know that they are the only ones who can complete the work that the humans had started and ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. As they delve deeper into the ship's systems, Ilara and Liam make a startling discovery. The humans had not only been close to unlocking the Nexus, but they had also developed a way to integrate it into the fleet itself. The explorers realize that the ships are not merely vessels, but living, breathing entities, imbued with the power of the Nexus. With this knowledge, Ilara and Liam race to unlock the fleet's full potential. They work frantically to bring the ships back to life, knowing that they are the only hope for stopping the Zorgans and saving the galaxy from their tyrannical rule. As the ships begin to awaken, Ilara and Liam feel a surge of hope and excitement. They know that they are on the cusp of something truly remarkable, a discovery that could change the course of history. But they also know that the road ahead will be fraught with danger and uncertainty. The Zorgans, ever relentless in their pursuit of power, will stop at nothing to prevent Ilara and Liam from completing their mission. The explorers must use every ounce of their skill and determination to stay one step ahead of their alien adversaries and unlock the full potential of the ancient fleet. As they stand on the precipice of a new era, Ilara and Liam know that the fate of the galaxy rests on their shoulders. They are the inheritors of the human legacy, the ones who must carry on the fight that their ancestors had started centuries ago. And they will stop at nothing to ensure that the sacrifices of the past were not in vain, and that the future of the galaxy is one of hope and freedom. As Ilara and Liam continue to unravel the secrets of the ancient fleet, they soon realize that their actions have not gone unnoticed. The Zorgans, ever watchful and hungry for power, have begun to take a keen interest in the human explorers and their mission. Ilara and Liam know that they must act quickly if they hope to stay one step ahead of their alien adversaries. They work tirelessly to unlock the full potential of the fleet, using every scrap of knowledge and technology at their disposal. But even as they make progress, they can feel the Zorgans closing in on them. The explorers soon discover that the Zorgans have a secret weapon of their own, a powerful AI system that is capable of infiltrating and controlling any technology it encounters. They realize that if the Zorgans are able to take control of the ancient fleet, they will become an unstoppable force, capable of enslaving the entire galaxy. Desperate to prevent this from happening, Ilara and Liam raced to find a way to protect the fleet from the Zorgans' eye. They scoured the ship's databases for any information that might help them, but time is running out. As the Zorgans draw ever closer, Ilara and Liam make a startling discovery. The humans who built the fleet had anticipated the possibility of an AI attack and had developed a countermeasure, a powerful virus that could be used to disable any AI system that attempted to infiltrate the ships. But the virus is not without its risks. If it is activated, it could potentially destroy not only the Zorgans' eye, but also the fleet itself. Ilara and Liam know that they must weigh the risks carefully before making a decision. As they deliberate, the Zorgans launch their attack. The explorers watch in horror as the alien ships descend upon the ancient fleet, their weapons blazing. They know that they have only moments to act before all is lost. In a desperate gamble, Ilara and Liam decide to activate the virus. They watch as it spreads through the fleet's systems, disabling the Zorgans' AI and rendering their ships helpless. But even as they celebrate their victory, they realize that the virus has also begun to affect the fleet itself. The ship's systems start to fail, one by one, and Ilara and Liam realize that they have only a short window of time before the fleet is lost forever. They work frantically to restore the ship's systems, using every ounce of their skill and knowledge to bring the fleet back from the brink of destruction. As they work, Ilara and Liam can feel the eyes of the galaxy upon them. They know that their actions will have consequences that will be felt for generations to come. But they also know that they have no choice but to press on, to fight for the future of the galaxy and the legacy of the humans who came before them. In the end, their efforts are rewarded. The ancient fleet is restored to its former glory, its systems fully operational and its weapons primed for battle. Ilara and Liam know that they have only won a temporary victory against the Zorgans, but they also know that they have given the galaxy a fighting chance. As they prepare to take the fleet into battle, Ilara and Liam can feel the weight of history upon their shoulders. They know that they are the inheritors of a legacy that stretches back centuries, a legacy of bravery, sacrifice, and hope in the face of impossible odds. And as they look out across the stars, they know that they are ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. For they are the guardians of the ancient fleet, the protectors of the galaxy, and the heirs to a dream that will never die. With the ancient fleet restored to its former glory, Ilara and Liam waste no time in preparing for the inevitable confrontation with the Zorgans. They know that the alien race will not take their defeat lightly, and that they will come back with everything they have to destroy the fleet and claim the Nexus technology for themselves. As they ready the ships for battle, Ilara and Liam work to rally the other races of the galaxy to their cause. They know that they cannot hope to defeat the Zorgans alone, and that they will need every ally they can find if they hope to stand a chance. At first, their efforts are met with skepticism and resistance. Many of the races they approach have spent centuries living in fear of the Zorgans and are hesitant to risk their lives in what they see as a hopeless fight. But as word of the ancient fleet's restoration spreads, more and more races begin to see the potential for a new future, one free from the tyranny of the Zorgans. Slowly but surely, a coalition begins to form. Races that have been enemies for generations put aside their differences and unite under the banner of the ancient fleet. Ilara and Liam watch in awe as ships from across the galaxy come together, forming a massive armada the likes of which has never been seen before. As the fleet grows in strength, so too does the resolve of its leaders. Ilara and Liam know that they are facing an enemy that will stop at nothing to destroy them, but they also know that they have the power of the Nexus on their side. They spend long hours studying the technology, learning to harness its power in ways that the humans who built it could never have imagined. And then, the day of reckoning arrives. The Zorgan fleet, larger and more powerful than ever before, emerges from the depths of space, ready to crush the ancient fleet once and for all. But this time, the fleet is ready for them. Under Ilara and Liam's command, the ancient ships move with a precision and grace that belies their age. They dance through the Zorgan fleet, their weapons cutting through the enemy ships like a hot knife through butter. The Nexus technology, fully integrated into the fleet's systems, allows them to perform feats that should be impossible, warping space and time itself to gain the upper hand. But even with the Nexus on their side, the battle is far from easy. The Zorgans are a formidable enemy, and they fight with a ferocity that borders on madness. Ilara and Liam find themselves pushed to their limits, both physically and mentally, as they struggle to keep the fleet together and the enemy at bay. In the end, it is the courage and determination of the allied races that makes the difference. The Zorgans, for all their power and technology, are no match for the combined might of a galaxy united. One by one, their ships fall, until at last, the Zorgan flagship itself is destroyed, its massive hulk drifting lifelessly through the void. As the last of the enemy ships is destroyed, a cheer goes up from the ancient fleet. Ilara and Liam, exhausted but triumphant, look out over the assembled ships, knowing that they have achieved something that was once thought impossible. They have defeated the Zorgans and freed the galaxy from their tyrannical rule. But even as they celebrate their victory, Ilara and Liam know that their work is far from over. The galaxy is in chaos, its races struggling to find their place in the new order. And there are always new threats on the horizon, waiting to fill the void left by the Zorgans. But for now, at least, they can take a moment to bask in the glory of their triumph. They know that they have given the galaxy a chance at a new future, one where the legacy of the humans who built the ancient fleet can finally be fulfilled. And as they look out over the stars, they know that they are ready for whatever challenges lie ahead, ready to continue the fight for peace, freedom, and justice in the galaxy. In the aftermath of their victory against the Zorgans, Ilara and Liam find themselves hailed as heroes throughout the galaxy. The ancient fleet, once a source of mystery and speculation, is now a symbol of hope and unity, a reminder of what can be achieved when different races come together to fight for a common cause. As the galaxy begins to rebuild, Ilara and Liam work tirelessly to ensure that the legacy of the humans who built the fleet is never forgotten. They establish a new order, one based on the principles of cooperation, mutual respect, and the sharing of knowledge and resources. Under their leadership, the ancient fleet becomes a hub of learning and discovery, a place where scientists and scholars from across the galaxy come together to study the Nexus technology and unlock its secrets. Slowly but surely, the mysteries of the fleet are unraveled, and new technologies and innovations begin to emerge, promising to transform the galaxy in ways that were once thought impossible. But even as they work to build a better future, Ilara and Liam know that their journey is far from over. There are always new challenges to be faced, new enemies to be fought, and new worlds to be explored. And so, they continue to lead the fleet, guiding it through the stars and facing whatever dangers lie ahead with courage and determination. As the years pass, Ilara and Liam become more than just leaders. They become legends, their names spoken with reverence and awe by people across the galaxy. And yet, despite their fame and their power, they never lose sight of what truly matters: the bonds of friendship and loyalty that hold the fleet together, and the dream of a galaxy where all beings can live in peace and harmony. And so, as they stand on the bridge of the flagship, looking out over the vast expanse of space, Ilara and Liam know that they have achieved something truly remarkable. They have not only saved the galaxy from the threat of the Zorgans, but also given it a new vision of what is possible when people work together towards a common goal. In the end, the ancient fleet becomes more than just a symbol of human ingenuity and determination. It becomes a symbol of hope for the entire galaxy. And as the fleet continues to grow and evolve, spreading its message of unity and cooperation to every corner of the universe, Ilara and Liam know that they have helped to create a legacy that will endure long after they are gone. For they know that the true power of the ancient fleet lies not in its weapons or its technology, but in the spirit of its people. It is a spirit that has endured through countless generations, a spirit that has faced impossible odds and emerged victorious time and time again. And as long as that spirit lives on, the galaxy will always have a chance at a better future. As Ilara and Liam look back on their journey, they can't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. They have faced challenges that would have broken lesser beings, and they have emerged stronger for it. They have forged unbreakable bonds of friendship and love, and they have discovered the true meaning of sacrifice and heroism. And yet, even as they celebrate their victories and mourn their losses, they know that their work is never truly finished. There will always be new challenges to face, new frontiers to explore, and new battles to be fought. But they also know that as long as they have each other, and as long as they have the ancient fleet, they will never truly be alone. And so, as the stars continue to shine down upon them, Ilara and Liam stand tall and proud, ready to face whatever the future may bring. For they are the guardians of the galaxy, the protectors of the innocent, and the heirs to a legacy that will never be forgotten. And as long as they hold true to the values that have guided them through their journey, they know that there is no force in the universe that can stand against them.